So section of solid. To understand the term section of solid, I tell you one example. So in this class, let us start the unit 3, section of solids. This is the title of unit 3. The title of unit 2 is a projection of solid. What is a projection of solid? Drawing the image, front view and top view of the solids on planes of projection is called projection of solid. What is section of solid? To understand the term section of solid, I tell you one example. Imagine there is a cone. What is a cone? Say something about cone, anyone? Uma? Cone has a circular shape, base and apex. The tip of the cone is called apex or vertex. Yes? Slant and a curved surface. A cone has a circular shape base and a curved surface. The base does not have any corners. In case of pyramids, the pyramid has one base and a vertex, isn't it? So base has a corner, square pyramid. So therefore, square pyramid. Square pyramid has 4 base corners, 4 base sides. In case of cone, there is no corners. To draw the front view and top view of the cone, we are in need of points, circumference points. How to get the circumference points? So divide the base of the cone into equal number of parts, 4 or 8 or 12 or 16. As you wish, decide yourself. In pyramid, we have seen the slant edges. So refer a square pyramid. Square pyramid has 4 slant edges, AO, BO, CO, DO, isn't it? In case of cone, there is no slant edges. To draw the front view, the projection or image of the cone on planes of projection, we are in need of generators. What do you mean by generators? Actually, the cone does not have a generator and axis. For our convenience, we are using generators. So generators are imaginary lines which are used to join the base circumference points and apex, isn't it? So refer a cone. To understand the section of solid, I tell you one example. There is a cone. The cone is cut by a cutting plane. So cutting plane is also known as section plane. Cutting plane or section plane. So cutting plane is nothing but imaginary one. For our convenience, to show the interior details of any object or any components, machine component or building, in case of civil engineering, building, to show the construction details of the building. See, this is the wall. So in the front view, the interior details, the construction details of the wall is not visible, isn't it? Similarly, the machine components in the front view or top view, side view, left side view, right side view, the interior details of the object is not visible. To show the interior details of the object, we have to imagine the object is cut by a cutting plane. So cutting plane is nothing but imaginary plane which is used to cut the object suitably as per the requirement. As per our requirement, the cutting plane, imagine the cutting plane cuts the object. This is a cone. The cone is cut by a cutting plane like cone has a circular shape, base and vertex. So usually vertex is denoted by the letter O. Imagine it is cut by a cutting plane. What is this? Cutting plane or a section plane. Cutting plane or section plane. Imagine it's a cone. The cone is cut by a cutting plane. As a result of cutting, a portion between the cutting plane and the observer is assumed to be removed. See, after cutting the cone, you will get two portions. One is removed portion, other one is called remaining portion. So, as a result of cutting, a portion which is usually smaller size between the observer and the cutting plane is assumed to be removed. So, vertex O. It is called removed portion. Okay. So, the surface, cut surface is denoted by section lines. I tell you later what do you mean by section lines, how to draw the section line. Then what about the remaining portion? The remaining portion will be like this. This is the remaining portion. So, this is called cut surface. The cut surface should be identified by using section lines. So, this is called cut surface or section. Section or cut surface. So, the cut surface with its remaining portion is projected on the planes of projection. This is called a section of solid. This is the remaining portion. Okay. Listen, this is a cone. The cone is cut by a cutting plane. So, imagine the position of the cutting plane. The cutting plane is parallel to the base of the cone. Am I right? See, in our example, the cutting plane is kept parallel to the base of the cone. So, as a result of cutting, the top portion which is between the cutting plane and observer is assumed to be removed. Okay. Now, see the cut surface. What about the actual shape of the cut surface? Actual shape of the cut surface. So, it will be like this? No, isn't it? See, this is a cone. So, cone, the cone is cut by a cutting plane which is parallel to the base. Then remove the portion between the cutting plane and the observer. Now, refer the cut surface. What about the shape of the cut surface? Circle, isn't it? So, in the front view, I have drawn like this. Actually, the base is in the shape of circle. The cut surface will also be in the shape of circle. So, this is called actual shape. Actual shape is circle. The actual shape of the cut surface or section is called true shape of section. So, in the problem, you are asked to draw true shape of section, actual shape of the section, cut surface. What is this? True shape of cut surface or section. True shape of section. So, these lines are called section lines. Section lines. So, the cut surface is represented by using section lines. The section lines are also known as hatching lines. Section lines or hatching lines. In the software, there are thousands of section lines and hatching lines. So, for study purpose, you have to refer only the continuous line only. So, they are inclined at an angle 45 degree to the main surface or axis of the cone. So, to draw the section lines, so fix your interrupter scale at an angle 45 degree. By using the 45 degree inclined scale, you have to draw the section lines. So in this chapter, before solving the problem, you should be familiar with the terminologies of section of solid. So in the chapter section of solids, we are using 5 terminologies. So the first one, cutting plane. The cutting plane is also known as section plane or section plane. Okay. Second term, section or cut surface. Section or cut surface. Third term, section lines. The section lines are also known as hatching lines. Section lines or hatching lines. Fourth one, true shape of section. Fifth term is sectional view. So in the unit section of solid, before solving the problem, you should be familiar with these 5 terms. These 5 terminologies are frequently used in the question. Cutting plane or section plane. This is a cutting plane. The cutting plane is also known as section plane. Cutting plane or section plane is an imaginary plane. What is the use of cutting plane? The cutting plane is used to cut the object suitably or as per our requirement. The position of cutting plane. To understand the position of cutting plane, refer the projection of plane surfaces. So refer your class notes, projection of plane surfaces. In the topic of projection of plane surfaces, we have discussed 5 possible positions of plane surface. Am I right? What's the first case? So refer projection of plane surfaces. To understand the position of cutting plane, please refer the projection of plane surfaces. The first one, imagine this is a rectangular plane. What is the first position? The plane surface is kept perpendicular to HP, parallel to VP. Second position, the plane surface is kept perpendicular to VP, parallel to HP. Third one is the plane surface is kept perpendicular to both HP and VP. Fourth position, the plane surface, you have to refer only the plane surface, you should not refer any of the sides. Plane surface is kept inclined to HP and perpendicular to VP. Now refer the angle between the plane surface and the vertical plane. What is the angle between the plane surface and the vertical plane? 90 degree. So perpendicular to VP, inclined to HP. If you extend the plane surface, it will make some angle with the HP. This is known as inclination of the plane surface with HP. It is denoted by theta. Fifth position, the plane surface is kept perpendicular to HP, inclined to VP. Perpendicular to HP, inclined to VP. Sixth position, the plane surface is kept inclined to both HP and VP. So the cutting plane is placed with reference to VP and HP. The possible position of cutting plane is only 5. So simply omit, remove the 6th case. What is the 6th position? The plane surface is kept inclined to both HP and VP. So remove this case. So we have 5 possible position of cutting plane. The first one is the cutting plane. So instead of plane surface, use the term cutting plane. The cutting plane is kept perpendicular to HP, parallel to VP. Perpendicular to HP, parallel to VP. Cutting plane is kept perpendicular to VP, parallel to HP. Cutting plane is kept perpendicular to both HP and VP. Cutting plane is inclined to H, perpendicular to VP, inclined to HP. Cutting plane is perpendicular to HP, inclined to VP. So the cutting plane is positioned with reference to VP and HP as perpendicular to any one of the reference plane and parallel or inclined or perpendicular to other reference plane. Am I right? Refer it to all the 5 cases. In all the 5 cases, the cutting plane is perpendicular to any one of the reference plane. Am I right? See all the 5 cases. Refer your class notes. The cutting plane is perpendicular to any one of the reference plane and parallel or inclined or perpendicular, third case, or perpendicular to other reference plane. So this is the possible position of cutting plane with reference to VP and HP. At the very first class, I gave one table to you, important types of lines and their applications. Refer the table. Refer the law of line. Long chain, thick at ends and thin elsewhere. At that time I told you, when we discussed the unit 3 section of solid, I tell you about the cutting plane or section plane. Am I right? What is the use of that line? Cutting plane. To represent the cutting plane, you have to use the long chain, thick at ends and thin elsewhere. So how to draw? First draw long chain like an axis, long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash. Yes, you have to darken at the ends, long chain, thick at ends and thin elsewhere. This is called the cutting plane. Okay. So in the front view, how to represent the cutting plane? Long chain, short dash, long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash. You have to darken the ends. Long chain, thick at ends and thin elsewhere. The cutting plane is represented by long chain, thick at ends and thin elsewhere. What are the types of cutting plane? There are 5 types of cutting plane. The cutting plane can be positioned with reference to VP and HP in 5 positions. First one, the cutting plane is kept perpendicular to HP, parallel to VP. So what I told you, the cutting plane is perpendicular to any one of the reference plane and parallel or inclined or perpendicular to other reference plane. The first one, cutting plane is perpendicular to HP, parallel to VP. Position number 2, the cutting plane is perpendicular to VP, parallel to HP. Perpendicular to both HP and VP. Perpendicular to VP, inclined to HP. Perpendicular to HP, inclined to VP. That is why I told you the cutting plane is positioned perpendicular to any one of the reference plane and parallel or inclined or perpendicular to other reference plane. There are 5 types of cutting plane. Did you get some idea about cutting plane? So cutting plane is also known as section plane. What do you mean by cutting plane? Cutting plane is a imaginary plane. For our convenience, we are using the cutting plane to cut the object suitably, isn't it? How to place the cutting plane? The cutting plane is positioned perpendicular to any one of the reference plane and parallel or inclined or perpendicular to other reference plane. Okay. How to represent the cutting plane? Long chain, thick at ends and thin elsewhere. To get some idea about cutting plane, the first term, cutting plane or section plane, this is over. Am I right? Okay. This is for your reference. Here how to represent the cutting plane? Long chain, thick at ends and thin elsewhere. The second, section or cut surface. Listen. To show the interior details of the cone is cut by a cutting plane. As a result of cutting, imagine a portion between the cutting plane and the observer is assumed to be removed. The cut surface is called section. What do you mean by section or cut surface? Section or cut surface is nothing but a surface which is obtained by cutting an object by the cutting plane. Am I right? What is section or cut surface? Section or cut surface is the surface which is obtained by cutting an object by the cutting plane. How to represent the section or cut surface? It is identified, it is represented by using section lines. The next question will come to your mind. What do you mean by section lines? Isn't it? Did you get some idea about section? So section or cut surface is nothing but a surface which is obtained by cutting an object by the cutting plane. How to represent the section or cut surface? It is identified by using section lines or hatching lines. Section lines, what is section lines, hatching lines? The section lines or hatching lines are 45-degree inclined lines. To draw hatching lines, fix your meter after scale at an angle 45 degree. By using the 45-degree inclined scale, you can draw section lines. Okay. So the section lines are lines which are inclined at an angle 45 degree to the axis or main outline of the cut surface. Here, therefore, this is a section line. The section lines have a uniform space between them. Am I right? So usually 1.5 mm to 3.5 mm. So the space between the section lines depends upon the size of the object. See, the cut surface is like this. What is the space between section lines? The space between section lines, decide yourself, 2 mm or 1.5 mm. So this is our cut surface. So in this case, we have to increase the space between the section lines, isn't it? Let's take 3.5 mm. But approximately they have a uniform space between them. To understand how to draw the section lines, fix a meter after scale at 45-degree angle, draw the section plane. The space between the section lines mainly depends on the size of the cut surface, isn't it? So refer the example. In the first case, for this size of the cut surface, you can take 1.5 mm space between the section line. For this size of cut surface, you can take a 3.5 mm or 3 mm space between them. So approximately equal space. So the hatching lines or section lines are 45-degree inclined lines which are used to represent the cut surface or section. They have a uniform space between them, usually 1.5 mm to 3.5 mm. So mainly the space between the cutting plane depends on the size of the cut surface. Did you understand about the third term? What is section line or hatching line? Yes or no? Okay. Then true shape of section. So just now I have explained. So in this example, so in the front view, I have drawn the top cut surface and the base like this. Actually, the base of the cone is in the shape of circle. The cut surface here, the cutting plane is parallel to the base of the cone, isn't it? So the cut surface, what about the cut surface? The actual shape of the cut surface, it's a circle. So the actual shape of the cut surface is called true shape of section. The true shape of section, I have used the section lines or hatching lines to represent true shape of section. So true shape of section, cut surface should be identified by using section lines. The true shape of section. What is the true shape of section? The actual shape of the cut surface is called true shape of section. It is represented by using section lines. The fifth one, sectional view. So refer the remaining portion. So drawing the cut surface with its remaining portion on the planes of projection is called sectional view. The sectional view may be a sectional front view or sectional top view. It depends upon the position of cutting plane. We will get sectional front view or sectional top view. What is sectional view? What do you mean by sectional view? So drawing the image of cut surface with its remaining portion on planes of projection is called sectional view. The sectional view may be a, so in this case to get top view, look from top. What about the top view? The base is visible, cut surface is visible. Am I right? Then draw the generators. take 4 generators. So top view will be like this, am I right? So this is called a sectional top view. Okay, this is a cut surface. How to represent the cut surface? The cut surface should be identified by using section lines. So generator, base, circumference point A, B, C, D. So this is the top view. What about the front view? For this case, front view. Isn't it? To get front view, look for a front. So base is a circle. In the front view, it will be a straight line. Top view, sorry, cut surface, front view of the cut surface. It is also a circle. In the front view, it will be a straight line. Then you have to show the end generators. So this is called sectional top view. In this case, we will obtain the sectional top view. Here the base is, the cutting plane is perpendicular, parallel to the base, or perpendicular to VP, parallel to the HP. Imagine the cone, so there is a cone, imagine the cone is cut by a cutting plane which is perpendicular to HP, parallel to VP. So remove the portion between the cutting plane and the observer, imagine. Then what about the remaining portion? The cut surface and the remaining portion. Draw the image of the cut surface with its remaining portion on VP. Here in this case you will get sectional front view. Am I right? What is the sectional view? The drawing the projection of cut surface with its remaining portion on planes of projection is called sectional view. The sectional view may be a sectional top view or a sectional front view. So in this case, if a cutting plane is perpendicular to VP, parallel to HP, in this case you will get a sectional top view. Isn't it? Imagine the cone is cut by a cutting plane which is perpendicular to HP, parallel to VP. Then remove this portion. Next draw image of cut surface with its remaining portion onto VP. This is called a sectional front view. The sectional view may be a sectional front view or a sectional top view. Did you understand about sectional view? So these 5 terms are frequently used in the chapter section of solid. Do you have any doubt? So what do you mean by section of solid? So to understand the term, refer it. So consider a cone which is cut by a cutting plane which is parallel to the base. As a result of cutting, a portion between the cutting plane and the observer is assumed to be removed. Then the cut surface and its remaining portion is projected on VP and HP. So this is known as section of solid. Okay. So what are the use of section of solid? In actual practical life, what is the use of section of solid? Yes? Yes sir, to show the invisible details of the object. Okay. So we purchased a house. If you have a doubt about the construction details of the wall, what should we do? We have to cut the wall, then so refer the cut surface. So what is the thickness between 2 bricks? Isn't it? And the wall thickness, concrete wall thickness. So we can verify the thickness of the concrete, the cement portion between the bricks and the wall thickness. It is possible only by cutting the wall, isn't it? To show the interior details of the object may be a machine component or building drawing, anything. To show the interior details of any object, the knowledge of section of solid is required. Okay. So this is the main objective of section of solid. So first note down all these things, then we can solve some problems. Now refer your syllabus. So refer the syllabus. Anyone read it? Read the syllabus. What about your note? Okay. Section of above solids means the simple solids. So refer unit 2. In the unit 2, we have discussed about the simple solids. What are the simple solids? Prisms, pyramids, cylinder, and cone. Sectioning of above solids, prisms, pyramids, cylinder and cone. In simple vertical position, what do you mean by this? In simple vertical position, sectioning of above solids in simple vertical position. In all the cases, the solids should be in simple vertical position. What is this? So the axis of the solid. What are the possible positions of solid? How to place the solid with reference to VP and HP? Yes? 5 or 6? Refer your notes. Projection of solid. There are 6 possible positions of solid. How to place the solid with reference to VP and HP? The solid can be positioned with reference to VP and HP in 6 positions. To understand about the 6 possible positions, refer the projection of straight line. Instead of straight line, you have to use axis. So the axis of the solid is kept perpendicular to HP, parallel to VP, the first position. Second position, axis of the solid is kept perpendicular to VP, parallel to HP. Third one, parallel to both HP and VP. Fourth position, inclined to HP, parallel to VP. Fifth position, inclined to VP, parallel to HP. Sixth position, inclined to both HP and VP. So according to our syllabus, we have to discuss only position number 4 and position number 5. What is a simple vertical position? My question is, what do you mean by simple vertical position? Simple vertical position.